Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the former Sun Devil is Cam Scatterbury. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, dart. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And this will be taken at the 13. A little juke. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here at Keystone State. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? When they saw it last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
At the Giants' 39-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What are they going to do here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
First down, here's Scatterby. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Tyrone Tracy, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
No touch. No touch.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
13 yards. And an Eagle
Oh, touch
touchdown.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The slot man in motion right. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Hurts to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good. For Eagles,
63.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Daniel Bellinger. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And now it's blocked. This is going. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw is Dart. He'll try and do this himself. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some room to run now. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
63, 73, 73.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
That's right, that's right.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 9. To the air, Dart. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19.
To throw now, Dart. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And these guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Thumbs up, alert. Good, set. Delta.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on second and long. Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Third and long.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and long now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Third down pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now they'll change things up. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second down and 8. Dart. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. They'll go to the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
70 ring, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let's go.
Dart from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free on its second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Dart going to give to Scannable. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
7 Pirates, 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
Here's Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 39 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Hurts going to move him around. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
It's second down.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. Now the first carry here for the running back. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. He'll get this down to the 38.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Give up the middle, Scatterbury. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
An inside run with Scatterbury. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
That play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Throwing his Dart. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, chap 60, chap 60. Let go.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart. He'll try and do this himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. 2nd and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Saquon Barkley running right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 133 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tank Bigsby from a yard out. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
34. Giants, 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Dart. That's complete to his running back, Scatterbury. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.